back to our third webisode of the Galactic Update. I am your host, Danielle, and this is John Henry. We're here to tell you about the cool new comics this week, and John Henry's going to start us off.
Okay. First off this week is Before Watchmen, Rorschach number 2. The art is quite good, very gritty, as is suiting Rorschach, my favorite of the Watchmen. I am eager to see how this pans out, but other than that, only halfway through the series, I still love Rorschach a lot. It's my favorite. It's better than Dr. Manhattan.
Dr. Manhattan can walk around naked and get away with it. Just saying. Alright, fans, I have a little bit of a disappointment for you this week. Swamp Thing 13 just came out, and it is also a big deal because it's Rot World Part 1, which you know is going to be mixing up with Animal Man soon. But I did do some research. I worked hard for you guys. I tried. And I did get through the New 52 Swamp Thing. It has issues 1 through 7. It's amazing. It's beautiful artwork. It's got a badass romance, a badass war, and it's just really beautifully done, and I am itching to get to what's going on here. I flipped through it a little, but I didn't let myself read it, even though I really wanted to talk about it with you guys. So let's all read Swamp Thing together, and we're going to catch up, and then we need to get on Animal Man. Alright, guys?
She's itching. Itching bodily. Next, my man Bats. New series that they threw in here in month 13 of the New 52. Legends of the Dark Knight number 1. A bunch of short stories. It's quite good. We've got Alfred getting the best of Batman. We've got even a old throwback to the Adam West Bat Shark Repellent. Yes. It's quite good.
In space, he tells me. So
it was in space. There weren't any sharks. It was.
But I think that sounds cooler. So I'm excited for that too. Alright, and also, we have the latest and greatest in Robert Kirkman's adventures in comic books. This one even comes from his wonderful Skybound. So this is Thief of Thieves. And I've been wanting to read this for a long time. I finally got on it. I'm all caught up. Starts off strong, issue 1, and it keeps on getting better and better. And you just know, like, Kirkman, he's great because he just does the best character development I've ever seen. And you really care about the characters, and it's so amazing. And it was actually hard to jump in on this. I was actually planning on waiting until a couple volumes were out, because I just need to gobble it all up. But I caught up for you, to tell you, you need to read it also.
Making these jokes too easy. So I had this great idea this week. I was like, oh, I know absolutely nothing about Doctor Who. I've never encountered it ever. I call Doctor Who number 1. It'll totally explain everything to me, and it was completely confusing, and it jumped right in the middle of the story, and I still have absolutely no idea what's going on. I know phone booth, eccentric gentleman, time travel. I don't really get it. I'm doing 2 in a row. Next, a one-shot for Minimum Carnage. It's actually starting off a 7-piece story, I think, that's going to jump around from a few different titles. I'm going to be honest, I'm dating myself here. I remember in the 90s when they did the Peter Parker clone saga. Do you remember that? Why is Ben Reilly not the Scarlet Spider? Why is Kane the Scarlet Spider? And when did Flash Thompson become Venom? I am confused terribly. And
It'll be revealed.
I admit it. No geek is perfect. I'm sorry. Please be patient with me.
I didn't know Bendis' full name, and I got a lot of crap today from this guy. I didn't know.
She did not.
I didn't know Bendis. I mean, I know Bendis, but I didn't know his full name.
Brian Michael Bendis.
I did.
On that note, Brian Michael Bendis, first in an 8-part series, Daredevil End of Days, absolutely rekindled my love for Daredevil. God bless Brian Michael Bendis, and God bless whoever lets him write more Daredevil stories. I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but Daredevil dies on the 3rd page, and it's only the 3rd page of 8 issues, and then it's going to be following basically the unraveling of the mystery of his last days and the reason why he killed the Kingpin, which is super rad. They're not supposed to do that, and that's why it's really fun when they do kill a bad guy. Because he, quote, tried everything else. And then he killed Fat Boy.
Bad guys, good guys. What is the Crow really? We don't know. I think he's a good guy personally, even though he does a lot of murdering, and revenge isn't like, you know, maybe the holiest of holy ways to go, but you just wanted to kill all those guys. So The Crow is amazing. I was in love with it when I was a teenage girl, and so this kind of brought back all of these weird feelings of how I like dark, mysterious, creepy things. And it's really, really romantic and really bloody. Recommend it.
Brandon Lee, you left us too soon. Do you have any idea what I'm
I don't
talking
know.
about?
You're making me
You
look
don't
bad. I don't know.
Bruce Lee's son died in the filming of the movie.
Which one?
94, The Crow.
The first one?
Yes, died.
How did they make the movie?
Well, he died in the end scene. He's supposed to put a shotgun up to his head, pull the trigger with a blank in it. Little did they know, being Hollywood geniuses, that blanks have a little piece of metal that they shoot out of the round, and that drove right into his skull, and Bruce Lee's only son died right there on set.
Wow.
Next, Creepy, number 10. Creepy is a series devoted, it's a throwback to all the old pulp horror comics from the 50s, which many people will tell you inspired a lot of the greats that we have going on right now. 30 Days of Night, Hellboy, Baltimore, stuff like that. This particular issue is dedicated to Lovecraftian stories. H.P. Lovecraft with his scary interdimensional space gods with way too many tentacles feeding...
Can you have too many tentacles? Really?
Yes.
Alright.
Lots and lots of tentacles with the Lovecraft. It's quite good, really fun. Bigger than most comics, but lots of short stories. So you get very good bang for your buck with Creepy.
I just want to put in here that everyone should be definitely picking up previews. It tells you everything that's coming out 3 months in advance, so you can go up to your comic shop, you know, like Galactic Comics, and say, you know what, when this comes out, this Green Lantern here, I need it. So make sure you write it down, make sure it's all stocked, because I'm coming in to get it from you. Pick this up, put it on your coffee table, everyone's going to think you're cool.
Alright, and try to do this quickly. For this week's Why Aren't You in Love with This Book Yet, I'm doing Girls by the Luna Brothers. Yes, I didn't have to look. Girls is an awesome 4-book series. I'm going to do this in one breath. It's about a giant sperm monster that lands in the middle of a cornfield in a small town, and it births out this naked woman who only wants to murder all of the women and rape all the men, and whenever she rapes one of the men, she drops out 12 little eggs that then create more naked girls that can't speak English because they've only been alive for 2 hours, and they go out pillaging the whole town and raping all the men and killing all the women and feeding them back to feeding the dead corpses of the women back to the sperm monster. Also, very deep commentary on the battle of the sexes and sexual class war and feminism and blah blah blah, all that stuff. And that is all we have for you this week for the Galactic Update. This is October 4th, something like that, 3rd, 4th. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Bye!